The average persons are not normally the same version. They're very, very, very vastly different. There we go. I think we're better there. All right. Can you see me, Eddie? Deuces. Okay. So that's the thing about cameras. Everything is backwards. So you're thinking you're brushing this side of your hair, but right. Anyway. So what I want to talk about today, I always have my topics. Today's is irritating people and then they don't want to have sex with you. And this can be either way. So here's the funny thing that women think. And this is, here's the funny part about women. We think that it's all about us because we have the P word, right? So we as women are convinced that we're the only, we control the sex factor. We feel that we are, basically you guys need us, we don't need you type shit, Dumb shit. And I think what women don't realize is that men, they have that same underlying disgust that we get. Like women, like men that are sloppy or pigs or whatever, and we can't get, turned on or we're not sexually attracted to them because of some irritating habit that they have. And we have the pussy, so we're the goddesses of control because you guys are irritating to us and now we don't want you, and now you have to become this wonderful, fantastic, amazing person for us to want you again, and we're the most specialist thing in the world and we're the only pussy you can ever get your hands on, so clearly we can play the pussy card and get control of you guys, right? I think I'm not really familiar with an entire era where pussy controlled it. I mean, pussy has a lot of control. I'm not taking away from it. It has a lot of control. It's sort of like the button that you push for war. But it's the button. It's not the, pussy's not, Shut up, Eddie. Fuck. Shut up. Nobody cares what you think. Hey, Karen. I'm doing 2 live, so if you hear me talking to somebody over here. I'll let that one go. This one guy says he thinks I'm sexy. I'll let that one go all day. Yes. I'll let that one go. I'll let those thoughts. Anyway, women think that they got some, kind of master control because we have a pussy. We think that we have some, some monopoly on irritation. And you know what? Listen here, baby. It ain't like that. Our dude is looking over at us like, he ain't giving us, more than what we realize. We think we're, planning something. We think we're onto something. We're planning something. We're gonna do this or we're gonna do that. We think we're planning something. You niggas already done did it. Let's see if this is gonna sit up here, you guys. Hold on. I know there's enough room. Hold on, you guys. That's the beauty of it. You can't see any of this. Woo. All right. Hold on, you guys. I want this to be Up high where I'm at. All right, that's better. Okay, so what I'm basically saying is, and here's the thing. Now we think, and now then when our man goes out there and cheats on us, we want to go crazy because we held out. Like, we actually think that taking pussy from them will solve something because we're stupid. We actually believe somewhere in the crevices of our female, hormonally demented, fake boobs, weaves, wigs, hair color, lipstick, wax jobs, we honestly believe that once we withhold this wonderful, amazing, powerful tool of pussy, that we are now going to be able to control this man. He's going to take out the trash and be romantic and make spaghetti and sing love songs and serenade us under the window. Like, we're so fucking stupid. Women, when we see something going wrong in a relationship, we want to go to counseling. How many men have taken their wives to counseling because they're not getting enough pussy? How many men say, baby, I'm not getting enough pussy. We need to go to counseling and let's figure out how you can give me more pussy. Like, men don't bother with that conversation. We do. If we're not getting the love and affection or the nurture or the attention that we think we need, we'll talk to them. We want them to feel us. And we want them to go to counseling. We want a counselor to tell them that too. We want a licensed, trained professional to look at them and go, look at her. She's amazing. She has the pussy. Do what she wants. Make her out. We want a counselor. We want. Men do not come into the kitchen and say, honey, you know what? I want to talk to you. I'm not getting enough pussy. You're not sucking my dick anymore. You stop licking my balls. We need to go to counseling and we need to fix this. I need you to know how I feel about the fact that you're no longer rubbing my balls, stroking me. I can't hold your head down there like I used to. Things have changed. We need to go to counseling and see if we can fix this. Men aren't going to do that. They're just going to go get it somewhere else. And then you have us dumbass, beautiful women, intelligent. You ever look and be like, how did he cheat on her? This is how, I'm telling you. Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, I promise you. Who thinks, anybody, that Beyonce is giving him the same level of fellatio that she gave him back when she was Destiny's Child? Does anybody think that Beyonce is taking care of Jay-Z and waxing the dust off that motherfucker like she used to when she was Destiny's Child? When she had all of her own hair and just a little bit of weave just for length. And it was brown. She had to have 1B like the rest of us in the 80s. Remember 1B? That's a hair color for you white girls that don't know. It's a hair color for black women, and 1B is normally a standard color that most black women, back when weaves first came out, 1B was the universal color for us. But we didn't have all the colors. But now we do, thanks to you all white women getting weaves. Now we got blonde hair, red hair. We can do whatever we want to now. But when it first came out, we had black and 1B. What's up, Mr. Talk Spicy? Who thinks that Beyonce is now waxing Jay-Z like she used to? Who thinks that? Who thinks that Jay-Z can now take his dick and hit her in the face like he used to? Who thinks that? Anybody? Does anybody think that? Does anybody think that Beyonce is sitting there going, you know what, I still have to wax this thing? Who thinks that Beyonce, right? But the reason I'm talking about that is I'm talking about how stupid and ignorant and juvenile us women are, thinking that we don't have to cover that no more. And we still got you how we want you. Jay-Z and Beyonce, they're locked into some shit, all right. It's those millions and billions of dollars they have with no prenup. That's what they're locked into. These motherfuckers with no prenup, Bill Cosby, no prenup. Locked in. Even in prison as a felon and a rapist, he's going to hold down a whole bunch of that Cosby money. And he can't even spend it. That's what holds a guy in place, is their money. See, women are stupid. We think that their fear of us, or their fear of us leaving them, or all the wonderful things that we do because we're so amazing, because we're women. We cook, we clean, we're just this magical being from heaven. And about the only person, I've given this some serious thought. You guys are like, what the fuck is she thinking about sucking dick so much for? Well, you know what? I got to do something with my spare time. I'm not doing it. So I might as well think about it and try to remember what it was. I went through all the scenarios. Princess Di, I don't see it. Diana Ross, maybe Berry Gordy in the beginning when she was the Supreme. But once she became Diana Ross and got the hair, I doubt it. And then you become jealous of people like Ellen that never have to suck dick, and they're proud of it. But, you know, I ran through Vivica Fox, yeah. Still, yeah. Even with Stardom, yeah. Monique with Stardom, yeah. Still. J-Lo, no way. She might have did it in the beginning. I just can't see her doing it now. I mean, I could be wrong. That was my foot, not a fart. And the only one, after some careful thought, famous person, you know, larger than life person that I could think of as a woman that I still think at the level she's at, and it's not necessary that she still performs oral, is Prince Harry. Not William, not Kate, but Meghan. Even pregnant with their second child, I don't know why. I don't mean this as an insult. I don't mean this in a negative way, but I can still see Meghan waxing those balls just like she did back in the day when she locked Harry's ass in the first place. I mean, let's face it. She's black. She's a black woman at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, black women, you know, a lot of us, we know how to hold our man down. We know they want to hit us in the face with it. We know that. Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm hitting this mouse. I think the happy medium for a man is he has to find a woman that she can suck his dick and he still respects her. Because trust me, they don't respect all of us that do it. Okay, that's not how you get respect. If that's what you guys women are thinking, that's not it. That's not even how you keep them. Okay, that's not how you hold a man down. He might continue to cheat on his wife, or he might come to your house. But I mean, it's really, that doesn't really lock a man in like what you think. These new men, they're funny. They want you to do shit like have a job. These new men are motherfuckers want you to have good credit. These new men ain't no joke. Pussy does not run the new man. It really doesn't. It distracts him. It catches him off guard. It keeps him busy, but pussy don't run a man like it used to. Those are old. Those days are gone. I truly believe that. I truly believe that with the way society is now and how readily available any sexual partner of any kind, a man, a woman, I'm not even going to bring in, minors, because I think those people should be electrocuted and killed immediately. There is no misdemeanor crime, or, you touch a kid, I think you should be executed. I mean, dead. I don't think there's a misdemeanor charge, or I don't think there's a probation that's befitting a person that has any type of need for a child, other than to take it to school, feed it, watch it grow up, put it in its car seat, kiss it, hug it, treat it like a normal motherfucker. Love it. Force it to go to church on Easter, the regular shit that you do with kids. But I think people have ruined so much of what was so normal before, because we're sick. We have issues. And we've, just the normal shit like romance, flowers, and candy. Like, I think they're gone. And see, and here's men. Here's what happens with men. Men think that women won't leave money. Now, there was a time when that was true. There was a time when if a man made a good living and she had a nice home and a nice car, there was a time, 80s, 90s, 50s, 60s, 40s, there was a time when that bitch didn't go nowhere. You was out in the streets. Her kids were in private schools. They had all the best. She had all the best. She wasn't going anywhere. Because her children's needs and her needs were being met on an economic level. So women used to lock us in. That money used to lock us in. Just like pussy used to lock you guys in. Now, money doesn't lock us in anymore. Only thing that your money locks us into now is when we become miserable, we try to figure out a way to keep it, but not you. So your money basically endangers you to us in some weird way, because we're not locked into you anymore. Like the old days when, women wouldn't think of, you didn't see in the 40s and 50s, women putting their men in acid and cutting them up and eating them and boiling them and shit so they didn't show up so they could keep getting the money. You didn't see that in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Those bitches just stayed miserable. They didn't even go out and get side dick back then. They just stayed home miserable, bitching and complaining to their mother, their sister, whoever would listen. Now it's a different time. You didn't even talk about it, but they didn't do anything. They certainly didn't cut your penis off while you were sleeping. They just took that shit. Because their financial needs were met. And let's face it, financial needs cover a large spectrum. If your financial needs are being met, it covers a very, very large spectrum in your life. It causes you not to think about certain things because financially you're good. You know, when you're financially solid, you have the pleasure of thinking about dumb shit like, is it the right kind of peanut butter? Are these paper towels as thick as the other ones? You know, I don't like this toothpaste. You know, you have that luxury when you know. But when you got money problems, those things fucking supersede everything that's going on in your life, hard almost. And you know, you're on edge because you ain't got enough motherfucking money to get from A to B, which is just work and back, gas, food, a cigarette, a sack of weed, whatever your fucking proclivities are, wine. If I look in the refrigerator and I'm down to 2 bottles of wine, I panic. Hold on. I'm like, what the fuck? Money doesn't hold us anymore. We actually want respect from the guy. I mean, I wonder if people really understand how much marriage is asking of another person. We want them to accept us because we privately piss to bed and no one knows it but this other person. Or we privately don't get wet anymore. We privately don't get a hard on anymore. Or we privately can't read or write. Or we privately like to wear women's panties or stockings with hairy legs and a hairy chest. And we want to be spanked. We want to be tied up. We want to shove our foot in an apparatus privately. And there's one other person is responsible for that secret. Please don't expect me to keep it a secret if you want to wear my underwear. I'm sorry. I'm not keeping that shit no secret now. Someone else might. If you want to wear my shit, if you need to wear my underwear and my bras to get excited about me, I'm telling somebody. That's going to bother me. That's not going to be something that I can just be like, oh yeah, when he wears my underwear, he gives it to me. You know, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. If you're weird like that, don't be in a relationship with me. I'm telling. Not only am I not telling, but I might even record it and put it on Facebook and get my account blocked. And you can rest assured it's a YouTube episode, 1, maybe 3, and I will use your first name. If you're calling yourself in love with me and I'm your bitch and you're my nigga and you need my underpants or my stockings on your body to get sexually aroused by me, I'm telling as many people as I can. I'm recording it. I'm putting your emails out there. I'm telling on you. That is not a secret I'm keeping for 50 years to keep you because you're rich. I'm realizing that you're a sick fuck. I'm accepting that I'm in love with a sick person. I'm in love and was at one point sexually attracted to a motherfucker that's sick. So that's the first thing I'm going to have to go through is that stage of you're sick and you need help. Okay, so once I get through the you're sick and need help stage, now I got to figure out how I'm going to get out of this with some of your money because you're sick and you need help. And plus now my underpants is missing. Eddie, you know I'm telling the truth. You know I am. Do not come into my life with a bunch of weird shit, because I'm telling on you. Do not come into my life with any kind of apparatus other than your dick. Because if you do, I'm personally telling on you. I'm telling all of my friends, listen, if you get too sick, if you get too out of control, I'm telling your mom. You get to bring in like 2 or 3 of your friends home, I'm telling your mom. I'm calling your mom. I'm gonna be like, when he was little, did you have orgies? Did he get that shit from you? I'm calling your mom. I'm gonna be like, hello, Mrs. Whatever. This is Jackie. You know, you're when he was little, did he see orgies? Did he see multiple people having multiple sex when he was a little boy? Did you expose him to that? Because something's clearly wrong with this motherfucker, because he just brought home 2 of his friends and they want to party with just me. I was just wondering if that's something that he learned from you. No? Okay, well, I'll talk to you later. I'm telling on you. Now, if you just want to have sex with me and spank me on the ass and call me a dirty whore, I'm not going to tell your mom. We're going to roll with that. Okay? I ain't going to tell nobody. We're going to roll with that. If you want to do fellatio and you want me to do fellatio, we're in love, I ain't going to tell nobody. I'm going to roll with it. If you want the basic shit and I want the basic shit, I ain't going to tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? Licking assholes, I might get out because I don't want mine licked. So basically, if you want to do something to me that I feel is outside of my safe, I mean, if you want to suck my toes, I mean, I don't really understand it, and I'll let you do it because it's not going to hurt, but I am going to tell people. Because I personally, do you want your toes sucked? I'm not the girl. Like, I'm not her. Like, penis, balls, food, drink. That's it. I didn't say vagina. So, what I was really talking about is how back in the day, pussy used to lock men in, and back in the day, money used to lock bitches in. Now, neither of those things are true. Now, both sexes have figured out. Now, men are like, let me see how I can figure out how to keep this pussy and go over here and get this pussy too, because I don't want to lose my money. And women are over here going, let me figure out how I can keep this nigga's money and get rid of him because I don't want to lose my money. Now it's all about the money. Even the people that go crazy and kill people on these investigation shows, the couples, I forget the one that's on Investigation Discovery, stalked or obsession. There's quite a few of them where, you know, the person just couldn't let go. They come back and they kill the person and they kill the family members, and you know, they're not killing you over the pussy or the dick, because they haven't got polished like you used to polish them, that they should be killing you for that in a really long time. Me personally, if I haven't came in a year, I don't really want to go to prison for you. I want to come. And I'm not going to really get that accomplished in prison with other, come on, I'm talking heterosexual, what I want. For me, I can't get aroused with an audience. These people that are famous through sex tapes, I guess I see why. If I honestly thought I could get famous through a sex tape, I would do it. I don't know. I don't really want to be famous. I just want the money. Would people really pay $14.99 each to see me have sex? Or would they figure out a way to download me for free? But I only make half the money because technology has now allowed people to figure out a way to bootleg me having sex, and I'm not going to get my $14 or $19 or whatever the fuck the going rate. Everything's online now. Am I going to end up on Pornhub? Even if my son never goes, and I don't want him to go right now. He's 16, but when he's a strapping young buck of 25, I won't have any problem with him checking out Pornhub. I ain't gonna be mad at him. I don't want him going now. But when he's 25 in the prime of his life, trying to figure out how to knock it out, if Pornhub can give him some tips, but I don't want him to have them now. I think sex is finally getting its, it's just part of it. Sex is finally getting its coming ups or whatever. There's a lot of shit being done, and sex and pussy is not even involved in it. There's a lot of shit. The world is going round and round now, and pussy ain't running it no more. Trannies don't want pussy. Gay guys, pussy ain't running it no more. A huge part of the population has said, fuck pussy. It's just like the White House. It ain't all white no more, Obama. And it's not all saying Trump. Pussy lost its place at the top of the list of running the world. Money is now doing that. And anybody that doesn't think that, that's cool. But my strong opinion is that pussy once ran the world. It had the top seat. And if a man didn't have it, he was working to get it. Now, pussy is like 3, 4. People are having marriages and babies and not even having that. My son was created in a dish. I didn't have to have sex with my husband to create Garrett, and Garrett's my world. People are having babies, 8, 9, 10 of them. They're not even fucking. It's not even required to procreate anymore. You don't have to have sex to procreate. This is my fly contraption, you guys. Vinegar, apple vinegar, water, and 2 squirts of Dawn. Shake it up. When the fly lands, spray them. It's a wrap. Read it online. Works like a charm. Apple vinegar, water, and 2 squirts of Dawn dishwashing liquid. Not knockoff Dawn. Shake it up. You can put a lot of water in there. These motherfuckers land. You spray them. Boom. So what I'm really basically saying to people is we aren't real anymore. We have forgotten how to just be regular people to people, and just be a woman to a man, be a man to a woman. We've forgotten. I like to stretch these because this gets tight. I could put them on my big fat head so it stretches them out a little bit so it doesn't, because it hurts my ears. They're tight. I need to lose some fat off my face. So I guess the real, and then, you know, people wonder why we're on all these websites trying to date and trying to find true love. It ain't it. There's too many sick people out here. I saw a killer story about a guy who was, God, he was a highly decorated soldier for some army. I mean, he was like, and it turns out he was a serial killer who liked to dress in women's clothes. When they arrested him, when they finally caught him and they arrested him in his house, they had videotapes of him in women's panties and stockings and shit. And this nigga was big, okay? This wasn't no little motherfucker. This dude was way too big to be doing all that. If you know, God forbid, if one of those people ever got their hands on me, and the last words I'd be saying is, you're too big to be wearing that. I know you're getting ready to stab me to death. I know this is getting ready to be very painful for me, and I'm going to be very unhappy, but you are way too big for this sick shit right here you're about to do. And that's nobody tells those people they're sick. Everybody's in fear of what's going to happen anyway. You might as well tell them they're sick. You might get through to them. I'm telling you, hey, listen, the fact that you want to take that knife and put it in my rectum and twist it around, that's pretty sick. You're sick. Like, your kids are going to be disturbed. Like, you're fucked up. Like, your mom must have not breastfed you. Like, nobody gave a fuck about you. Those are the last words that come out of my mouth to a sick fuck. So be it. Better that than, like some bitch. I can scream after I'm done telling you. I can tell you and scream at the same time. You are sick. It's amazing how fear is this innate thing that it keeps us from talking right up to the last possible. We think if we don't say nothing because of this fear is gripping us, that is somehow going to make the guy stop choking us after he's been choking us for 3.5 minutes, and it only takes 4, so you only have like 30 seconds to go, and we think that not saying anything is going to at the point that you're choking me for 3.5 minutes and I only have 30 seconds to go, I don't really care. If I can struggle to tell you that I think you're sick, I'm going to struggle to tell you that. You don't need to make the mistake that a lot of people make. And let me retract that. I don't want to say that. I don't think I'm going to have to make peace with God out loud. I'm going to be making peace with God in here while I'm telling you with this. I'm not going to use my mind and my mouth to talk to God because I'm already at right with God in here before this shit even started. So I'm going to be able to mentally be like, God, okay, I might be coming to see you here real soon. Hope everything we talked about my whole life is still in play because I'm on my way. I'm going to be using my mouth to tell the motherfucker how sick he is. Now, if I get up there and God says, well, you could have got in had you not been cussing that guy out. Well, people don't stand their ground no more. People are a bunch of pussies. Everybody's afraid. Somebody might have a gun and shoot you. Well, if they have a gun and they shoot you, that was it. That was what God intended from the very second that you were thought of and placed into your parents' womb. So you might as well say something. if you were the unfortunate one today, or myself, or our neighbor, or our friend, or total stranger is the unfortunate one that goes to work tomorrow and there's a workplace shooting and they die, or they are in the gas station when it's robbed and they get killed and they die. If you're one of those unfortunate people that's in one of those places, as much as it seems like if I would have stayed home, that wouldn't have happened, you couldn't have stayed home because that wasn't how it was meant to be. You were meant to get in the car and go and be part of that part of history. So leading up to that, you was a bitch the rest of your life, the other part of your life. Some of those people that died in the World Trade Center, how many of those motherfuckers got up that morning and seen that shit coming?